William Afton isn't insane. He's more calculated. And that's where the issue begins. Because insanity suggests chaos, losing control, acting without thinking. But when you look at Afton across the games, the movies, even the books, what you actually see is consistency, patterns, the same decisions made over and over, just dressed differently. Start with the animatronics themselves. In the games, they're not designed to look threatening. They're colorful, exaggerated, friendly, almost silly. Big eyes, rounded shapes, familiar characters. They look safe. They look like something a kid would trust immediately. That's important because fear would slow things down. Fear draws attention. Familiarity does the opposite. That design choice shows up everywhere. In the games, in the movie, even in how the characters are described in the books. The animatronics aren't lures in an obvious way. They're normal. They blend into a place that's supposed to feel fun. That's not random. If Afton wanted chaos, he wouldn't need mascots. If he wanted intimidation, he wouldn't build characters kids want to stand next to. But if the goal is access, if the goal is control without resistance, then friendly designs make perfect sense. And that same thinking carries into how the restaurants operate. Look at how often these places close and reopen. In the games, locations shut down quietly, not with massive public consequences. And then they come back under new names, new branding, new coats of paint. In the movie, it's the same idea. Something is wrong, something feels off, but it's buried under nostalgia, paperwork, and time. That only works if the mess is handled. Bodies don't just vanish by accident. Evidence doesn't just disappear on its own. Stories don't quietly fade unless someone makes sure there's nothing solid left behind. And the fact that these businesses keep reopening suggests that whatever happened inside them was never fully exposed. That's a huge detail people gloss over. Because it means Afton wasn't just thinking about the act. He was thinking about the aftermath, how things would be explained away, how long attention would last, how easy it would be to start over somewhere else. The books push this idea even further. Without getting too specific, the books repeatedly show versions of Afton who experiment, observe outcomes, and repeat behaviors with slight variations. Different setups, same goal. It's not portrayed as someone lashing out emotionally. It's portrayed as someone testing limits, pushing systems, and seeing what breaks and what doesn't. Same mistakes made, but refined. That doesn't look like someone spiraling. It looks like someone learning. And then there's the spring-lock suits. In every version of the story, they're treated as dangerous by design. Dual-purpose machines that mix human movement with automated systems. Anyone with even basic mechanical understanding would know how unstable that is. Which means Afton knew too. So when something goes wrong, when a suit fails, when someone gets hurt, that wasn't ignorance. That was a risk he accepted because the system served a purpose. And here's the part that really reframes everything. Afton doesn't disappear when things go wrong. He adapts. He hides behind systems, behind businesses, behind technology, behind characters that do the interacting for him. He removes himself from the emotional side of it and lets the environment handle the rest. That's not insanity. That's detachment. And I think that's why people want to call him crazy. Because crazy creates distance. It makes him feel unreal. But when you look across the games, the movie, and the books together, what you see is someone who understood how people think, how systems fail, and how easily the truth can be buried if nothing is loud enough to force it out. I don't think his intelligence saved him though. I think it narrowed him. Because smart people don't just make good decisions. They get very good at justifying bad ones. At some point, Afton stops questioning whether he should stop and focuses only on whether he can keep going. Same ideas, same methods, same belief that control will eventually fix everything. So no, I don't think William Afton was insane. I think he was calculated. And once someone like that loses the ability to step back, intelligence doesn't protect them anymore. It locks them into a loop. At that point, Springtrap isn't bad luck. It isn't irony. It's just the inevitable end of someone who thought they were always one step ahead.